We'll always I was going to say either we'll always remember or never forget Ethan Winters. It was going to be one of those things. It was starting to come out, though, we will always forget Ethan Winters, which oddly, probably more true than my initial sentiment. We will always forget Ethan Winters because now we're playing as Chris. And a couple things we need to find out about Chris. One, okay, he does have his own inventory. He does not have Ethan's. He's got a mid-sized semi-automatic gun, a fully automatic capable rifle, a laser targeting device, hand grenades, karambit knife, med injector, bullets. Let's see. Unable to use. What is this knife? That is some knife. That is that's quite a bit better than the kitchen knife that Ethan was using. Oh, I don't have a map screen. I was gonna see, can Chris access Ethan's journal, but we don't actually have a map screen. There's no map. I mean, if that's the case, then I wonder how long this segment could possibly be.
Hey, Alpha, look at this.
The SAA have gone too far. Christ.
Looks pretty rough down there. How are you planning on reaching the objective?
First, we're gonna have to take that thing out.
I've got your back, boss. Let's get to work.
Everyone watch for hostile bioweapons.
Roger.
I got a trophy for something, a mathematician. All right, it looks like...
Contact with a group of hostile bioweapons.
There's more than we thought. Watch out.
Can we pick up anything? No. I guess we don't need to scavenge and scrounge like Ethan was, I guess. This mission is not on-site procurement. We brought everything we need with us. I was about to say, it looks like that the mold underneath the village is starting to come up.
Western route is clear. Moving out.
Roger that.
And there are still lichens left. I thought we got them all. But no, we still got some.
BSAA craft spotted. 2 guards. I can take them.
Don't get cocky.
Are we actually going to kill the BSAA?
What the hell is that thing? It's all mute to my seat.
That's probably where Miranda is. Let's go.
Just how it's just kind of wiggling. Just wiggling right there.
Lord, bioweapon sighted.
Might be releasing infectious particulates. Keep your masks on. I didn't expect to see the BSAA going so hard.
They had eyes on Miranda, too. Probably felt they needed to intervene.
Wow, they went down pretty quick. I mean, clearly, Chris and his team have got the good weapons. Ethan was just making do.
Hey, boss, it's me. I'm at the location preparing for support fire. Might be a minute.
Roger.
Tundra here. Leaving some supplies in one of the houses, Captain. Help yourself.
I'm glad to see Ethan's doing all right for himself. Like he's got himself a team. Sounds like people he can trust that he's been around with for a while. Not that we would know, because this is like I guess the first time we've ever known of them. Oh, they're by this. Goes by this thing. Anything down here? I mean, probably not, but we can at least see the cool night vision. Just look at these houses that we've already seen before, but in cool night vision. You think Chris ever thinks about... Remember the days when, like, you would see a zombie and, like, that was a big deal? And you're like, oh no, a zombie, what are we gonna do? Like, now we're fighting werewolves and there's, like, mold coming out of the ground. Well, that blocked our way. Oh, okay, it is this way. Like, there probably are not many people on the planet who reminisce about the good old days of monsters, but Chris is one of them. Oh, he just punched him. Like, Ethan can shove after
I need some backup.
after blocking.
200 to the point.
But Chris just punches. Anything around? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't seem like Chris is very interested in village goods. He'll only pick up the stuff his team leaves behind for him.
Never heard of a mutomycete colony growing so huge.
You could just shrug that off. I mean, we can see why Chris thought Ethan was out of his depth. Like, we thought Ethan was doing okay.
Hey, I get eyes for this.
Forget, are we... Yeah, we do have grenades. Well, actually, another grenade could work well. Yeah, we thought Ethan was doing all right. But yeah, we really do see why Chris was telling him he shouldn't be here. Let's see. Yep. Probably back to this.
My mom saw this shit. She thinks she died and gone to hell.
Well, yeah, I can imagine most people thinking that. Most people would probably have a pretty extraordinary reaction.
It's the target location. Damn, this is big. All right, Lobo. Marking the target.
Roger that, boss.
Hold R2 to mark the target. That's R1. Press R2 to mark the target.
Takes a minute to target the point. Try and keep the laser on it as long as you can. Bingo! Alright! Reloading now. Just a minute. There's a swarm headed that way.
Sure is.
Okay, Captain. The mold is rapidly expanding. There must be something stimulating.
BSAA guys are engaging the bioweapons. You're right, Captain, they must be after the Megamycete too.
How many are there? Everyone okay?
They're coming from the mold.
Looks like it's about to collapse.
Give me a break.
Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
Damn it, these things are weapons.
Surely thinking the same way.
There are many enemies. That's Chris.
I've reached the target location. Damn, this is big. All right, Lobo. Marking the target.
Roger that, boss. Bingo! Alright! Reloading now. Just a minute. There's a swarm headed that way.
Oh. Looks like an explosive barrel over here. I guess like this is a larger area that you're supposed to explore a bit more. Instead of standing in the one area is probably how it goes.
Okay, Captain. Reload. Ready when you are. The mold is rapidly expanding. There must be something stimulating.
BSAA guys are engaging the bioweapons. You're right, Captain, they must be after the Megamycete too.
Is the target locator working?
I know. I'm doing it. Doing the thing.
They're coming from the mold.
Break.
Damn it, these things are using weapons.
Sure they're thinking the same about you.
Bioweapon numbers are increasing. We need to finish them off quick. Five more from the mountains. East side.
I'm nearby. I'll handle him.
Another hit. Ah, looks like it's about to collapse. Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
It's them. Watch your progress.
target yet? Please don't tell me the locator's busted. Boom! Take that!
Good. Megamycete must be below. I found a way down. I'm going in, the rest of you stay back.
Captain, I compared the mold at the village with a sample from the bakers, and there's no sign of the genome editing we saw in the E-series. The stuff originated here.
Well, we already got that information from that file we read. I guess that was optional. But only Chris is going down into the pit. He's going to handle this by himself, because this is just out of the depth of everyone else. No one else could possibly handle it except Alpha. Hmm?
Guarding the Megamycete, huh? Damn it. Lobo, I got a tough guy here. I'm gonna need backup.
Boss, you're on the ground.
There's an opening in the roof. Use it.
Okay, I'm moving out. Hold until I get there.
Well, doesn't look like we can go through that. Okay.
I'll signal with the locator.
Give a guy a break.
All right, we do have to start from the beginning if we block.
Nice. Thought so.
Reloading now. Just a minute. Okay, Captain. I'm reloading. Ready when you are. Hold your horses. I'm reloading. I'm reloading. Where should I point next?
Wouldn't think there would be many places that he could aim it. We're in this like small hole.
Just a sec. Reloading, Captain. Ready when you are. Reloading now. Just a minute.
Nope, he got me before it filled up.
Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
Oh, he's melting?
Hostile bio.
Okay, no.
Ready when you are.
He calcified.
I'll keep.
We got giant crystal mace.
The rest of you, stay above ground.
Is the Duke available to sell this to?
So if Miranda was the fake Mia, where's the real one?
I doubt she saw any further use for her. I don't get any of this. How did Miranda even know Rose exists?
A moldy little bird told her, maybe?
We can figure that out later. Focus on the plan.
Look, we don't need to actually know the answers to any of these questions that have been badgering us throughout the game. It'll probably be fine.
I found it. It's the Megamycete. Alpha to squad. I've located the Megamycete.
So now we can end this mess after all.
About damn time. And 2 explosives armed. There's enough there to blow the whole village sky high.
Let's get out of here and blow the damn place.
Not before I end Miranda. I'm not taking any more chances. I'm going in.
Roger that. Standing by. Captain, I have eyes on Miranda at the ceremony site.
Keep your distance. Do not move until I give the order.
I know it's too late now, but we really should have told Ethan the plan.
There wasn't time. We didn't expect Miranda to act so soon.
Even so, you should have told him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we all make mistakes. Look, telling Ethan the plan did not involve punching or shooting anything, and that's just not my... Like, it is talking, right? Not really my forte here.
This must be Miranda's lab.
Subject name, Alcina Dimitrescu. Cadeau affinity, most favorable. Brain functions normal. Regeneration rate is incredibly fast. The subject can heal any external wound within seconds and grow her nails into claws in mere moment. Rapid regeneration also means an increased body size. Note, due to a hereditary blood disease, the subject must ingest human flesh and blood on a regular basis to maintain regeneration properties. I suspect that if the subject's regeneration is not properly balanced, she may mutate uncontrollably. An unfit vessel for Ava. Right. Science vampire. We knew it. We knew the whole time. Science vampire. Subject name, Salvatore Moreau. Oh, his first name is Salvatore. We never actually heard his first name. Cadeau affinity low. Brain functions surprisingly low. The Cadeau has caused drastic changes to internal organs, transforming them into organs similar to fish-like gills and a swim bladder. Another subject with irregular cell division, causing him to transform into a giant fish. That subject is unable to control this transformation. Too many defects. An unfit vessel for Ava. All right, so the reason that Miranda was trying to find the strongest was to find a vessel for Miranda, for Ava, I should say. Heisenberg. Subject name, Carl Heisenberg. Cadeau affinity, incredibly favorable. Brain functions normal. Has electric organs similar to the electric ray, Narcae japonica. These electric organs are connected to the subject's nervous system, can therefore pass and control electricity throughout his entire body, allowing control of magnetic fields, which is used to move metal. Splendid specimen, but still an unfit vessel for Ava. There you go. That's how he has his magnetism powers. Look, he has electric organs. Pass electricity through his body, magnetism. There you go. And that's that explained. Subject name, Donna Beneviento. Cadeau affinity, favorable. Brain functions, normal, although severe mental illness. Physically, she is no different from a regular human. However, she can secrete a signal, producing a signal-producing substance which controls plants infected by the mutamycete. When humans absorb the pollen from a particular flower, she can cause them to have hallucinations. However, she is mentally underdeveloped and has divided her Cadeau among her dolls in order to control them from a distance. An unfit vessel for Ava. So, she can just put the Cadeau in the doll, even though it's just a doll, and like it's still the Cadeau can possess the doll. Like it's not a body, it's just a doll. I guess. They're very versatile, these Cadeau. Cadeau. There it is.
So they're using this to control the bioweapons.
That is a growing. That's a growing. Mm-hmm. She's looking a lot less cult leader-ish in these photos. No, we already looked at that. There's a... I guess that's a brain with Cadeau in it, maybe? You know, if she was trying to find strong vessels to be a potential vessel for Ava, does that mean that Ethan was being considered as a vessel? Was Ethan going to be possessed by his own daughter? Was that the idea? Dear Miranda, my deepest apologies for not meeting you in person. I would love nothing more than to visit your quaint village once more. However, I am incredibly busy. Then again, I suppose for an immortal woman such as yourself, you no longer remember this poor half-dead medical student in the snow. I have always cherished the revelations I came to 15 years ago when I stayed in your village. I was inspired by your research. To think one could transform a human by infecting them with an organism. Positively visionary. I knew with that knowledge I could achieve my own vision for the next step in human evolution. Even after 2 world wars and humanity on the cusp of another, my conviction never wavered. I realized, however, through the many nights of intellectual talks you and I shared, that your conviction differed from mine. You hoped to bring back a single dead person, while I aimed to change the world. Your experiments on the mold would not have aided me in my endeavor to achieve an exponential infection. I thought a virus would be more effective. This is why, my dear, I had to leave you. I still regret never telling you goodbye. My apologies for reminiscing. I actually have news that might please you. I have found the key to evolution, the progenitor, a virus found in Africa. I plan to start a company with friends and colleagues dedicated to the virus's research. I will call it Umbrella, just like the symbol in the cave that we spoke about. I am one step closer to making my vision a reality. I hope you'll be able to achieve your goal someday, too. You taught me so much, and for that I will be forever in your debt. Sincerely, your lifelong student, Oswell E. Spencer. Which, of course, if you are not up with your Resident Evil lore, was the CEO of Umbrella. Okay, so they're connecting this with the entire history of Resident Evil, which, again, that is a time-honored tradition in Resident Evil, to have it turn out that what you're doing right now is the actual origin of the T-Virus. Like, the T-Virus wasn't the first thing. There was actually something before that. And then there was something before that. And then there was something before that. And then there was something before that. So, I guess canonically, this is now the first thing. The mold.
Here. No way.
Until, a future game and then there'll be something else before this. Yeah, that looks like Evelyn. My Eva, it has been 100 years since I lost you to the Spanish flu. I was so powerless back then. But now I can bring you back to life from the megamycete. I had to test her new vessel's regenerative abilities. I took her apart and revived her in the Megamycete regulator at the Giant's Chalice. All that is left is to merge her with the Megamycete. The ceremony can finally begin. Wow, since the Spanish flu, huh? Been at this for a while. After I lost you, I was so stricken with grief that I wandered into a cave to die. I so wanted to be with you again, and that's when I found it, the Megamycete. Completely by accident. When I touched the black substance, my mind was overcome with knowledge. The Megamycete breaks down and absorbs the consciousness of those who have perished. I knew that if your consciousness was in there too, then there would be a way to bring you back. I just needed the right vessel. So I guess that's how, in 7, when Ethan talks to Jack Baker in the mold, I guess that's what's happening there. When I returned to the village, I implanted the villagers with mold from the Megamycete. That way I could control them, experiment on them. I have experimented on hundreds of people just to find you the perfect vessel. I even tried to increase the efficiency of finding a vessel by creating a parasite I called Cadeau. Yet none of my experiments came to fruition. There were some, like Alcina, who were close to being perfect, but most turned into lichens. Oh, the lichens have been around for a long time then. This is not a recent thing. I was once approached by an organization who said they would assist me. I gave them some of the mold and your DNA. I just kind of give it around freely. You never know. But all they created was another defect. Evelyn. Then again, not a complete failure. I learned of Rose thanks to them, and I knew she would be the perfect vessel for reasons. There was some interference, but I was able to verify her suitability somehow. Now my research is finally complete. Ava, I've waited too long to see you again. Okay, so that's where Evelyn came from. This is a very explanatory room. Scientists and girl. Oh, there's Mia. Oh, and I think the guy with the beard on the left, I think he was Alan, the guy who we see him get killed on the boat in Mia's flashback. I don't know. Okay, and then we can see, yeah, she's over. We can see Miranda in a white coat. Not sure if we would recognize any of the others. There's a guy with an oddly shaped head, isn't there? So yeah, we recognize some of the people in this. I'm not sure if we're supposed to recognize the others. Yep, just leaving pictures of herself all over her lab. As you do. You take a lot of pictures of yourself and just kind of scatter them around where you live and you work. We all do it.
Show me your hands! Umbrise, this is Alpha. Where is Miranda right now?
Still at the ceremony site. Whatever she's doing, she's staying put.
God damn. It really is you. I'm glad you're safe, Mia. Why are you here?
I was caught in Houston experiments.
Wait, did you say Mia? Mia Winters?
In the flesh. What's the situation up there?
Kind of a war going on. Nothing we can't handle.
Don't get distracted. Stick to the mission. I'm headed to the ceremony site.
Wait! You can't leave me here. You promised, damn it! You said that you would keep us safe. We did everything that you asked. We moved over here, everything! And I didn't care. So long as we were together. So you tell me, where is my husband? Where is my daughter?
Ethan is gone. I couldn't save him. But I can save Rose. Come on. It's not safe here after all.
What do you mean he's gone?
He's dead. I'm sorry, Mia, but we have to leave. We have to destroy this village.
No! You're wrong. I tried to keep this a secret, but... You don't understand how special he is.
Look, we all love Ethan. We all think he's a special boy. But this is Mia saying he's even more special than we anticipated?
What's going on? Someone there? It's cold.
Well, no map. And no subscreen either. No weapons. Only thing to do is to walk forward, I guess.
How did I get here? God, it's freezing. This shit in my body.
You're so dumb.
Evelyn? How are you here?
You're dead.
Dead? I mean, Miranda. She... No. I still have to save Rose.
Wrong! It wasn't Miranda. You were always dead.
What are you saying? I can still...
See? Miranda didn't kill you. You mean you didn't think it was weird? No matter how much you got hurt? Remember. "3 years ago, the Baker house. You were murdered by Jack. You died there 3 years ago.
That's impossible. No way.
You shouldn't even be able to walk around.
Quit messing with my head.
You shouldn't be walking.
Screw you! Then what am I? I did all that. Rose. Mia.
Now do you get it? Your whole body is nothing but mold. You can't ever see your family again.
Family. No. Rose. I have to save my daughter.
You're already dead. Dead!
I will save Rose!
Oh, they're going all the way back to the start of 7. to say that Ethan has been dead since then. I guess that was one nasty head stomp by Jack. Then again, Ethan was missing a hand, so he probably just would have bled to death from that. So after that scene that we just saw in RE7, the next thing was that Ethan woke up in a chair with his hands stapled back on. So from the point where he wakes up at dinner, I guess he was a moldman. He's just a fungus gentleman. And Mia's into that. Like, she just doesn't really talk about that.
At last, he awakes.
Where am I?
My carriage, Ethan. You were having a nightmare.
Duke?
Your battle with Heisenberg was a sight to see. But to think Miranda would show herself.
How long have I been out?
Not long till dawn.
Duke, I need a favor. Take me to Miranda.
I assumed as much and am already on the way. We should arrive shortly.
Thank you.
But Ethan, are you sure of this? Your body is, well, falling apart.
Yes.
Foolish of me to ask.
Speaking of foolish questions, who or what are you?
Even I can't quite answer that. We're here.
I owe you one.
Mr. Winters, I'm afraid you can't return to your old world any longer. Are you ready?
Yeah, I have to be. I gotta go.
Well, I mean, we're out here. You can go, Ethan. No one's gonna notice it. But I guess the Duke
As you wish.
can do business with us one more time. I got a complex mechanical heart and a giant crystal mace and a crystal Heisenberg. And just for you, Duke, here's a damp cigar. Cuban.
Oh, the assemblage of life and machine. I can feel Lord Heisenberg's essence through it.
I do like that they brought up the subject of what is the Duke, and the answer is, you know, don't worry about it. Long barrel for the handgun.
I hope this one makes itself useful. Your journey nears its end. Please, be well.
Thanks.
We're all about that reckless spending. So Mia knew, I guess, that Ethan was not a human anymore, but rather he was a moldman. I guess she just that was the thing that she couldn't bring herself to tell him. I don't think we were able to see his horses before. They're right here. I think that we probably got everything. Doesn't seem like there are any more items around. Doesn't seem like I can... It doesn't seem like I can run. Seems like we're just walking slowly. Maybe we should ask the Duke for some advice on how to beat Miranda. Like maybe we could have asked, what if we shoot Miranda? Will that'll help? Will that do anything? Because it's a bit unclear as to whether our guns are really gonna do the job here. Well, I mean, it's Resident Evil. Maybe Mia will show up and throw a rocket launcher at us. Just have to hold out until then. Oh, we can move normally now.
I gotta keep going.
Little Ava, my beautiful daughter. Come to me. Ava, is that you? Oh, how I've missed you! What? My power is leaving me!
Rose! Miranda!
Interesting. Your body certainly isn't normal.
Why, thank you.
No!
You will see. Once I kill you properly,
Get her now!
Yoink!
Let go!
I've spent a lifetime creating this moment. And you try to take it away from me. I will take what is due. My desires will be fulfilled! Rose is mine!
What the fuck?
You fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Winters. You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true happiness. So now you can die peacefully.
I'm not letting you get away.
There's nothing. Come now. Just.
Well, she's bleeding when I shoot her.
Here I come.
Just seeing if there's an obvious weak... Okay, no, she flinched from that.
How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
This is never seen a human live without his heart. Are you sure you're not? The Megamycete saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
We'll just kill you.
After all, everyone dies. I can take any form I desire. First, the hand, even in life. Feel the Dark God's wrath!
I guess we did kind of gloss over that we saw that she was the old woman.
Wretch! If I combine Rose with a Megamycete, my daughter will be made manifest at last! I've waited a century, all for this day. Why do you dismiss in this weakness? Your time is up! Now die! Why do you interfere? Surely you have no need of Rose now, so close to death.
She's my goddamn daughter, you psycho!
Cease this foolishness. You still stand. Such vitality. How disgusting. The villagers, those foreigners, they could do nothing to assuage my years of loneliness.
Ever think the problem might be you, Miranda? You're not capable of real love.
Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on. Yes.
The hell I will.
I will take back my daughter! Die. You won't defeat me. This is... I will not let him or anyone else take Rose or my daughter from me. My wish will come true. Hold still. Curse this ramshackle village! All my
Winters. Your time is up! Now die! For my daughter! I shall put you to rest. Your life is over, Mr. Winters. Why do you still Die, 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 die. I understand your feelings, Mr. Winters. This is how you end, Ethan Winters. To ensure I never see your face. My daughter! My Ava!
Rose!
Shh. Shh. It's all right, Rose. It's all right.
Ethan! Ethan! Come on, Ethan. Come on, Ethan, wake up.
Chris.
Ethan, you did it. It's finished.
I think we've finished each other.
Ethan, we gotta move. Keep moving, Ethan. There's a bomb in that thing that'll blow this whole village sky high. Hey, look at me. When I hit this trigger, we can't be anywhere near it. Ah, damn it. Mia's waiting for you. She's alive, you hear me? Alive.
Mia, I'm so sorry. I love you. Keep Rose safe.
Hey, hey. Hey. And you tell yourself. Now come on, it's not that much further.
Watch over her. Teach her to be strong.
God damn it.
Goodbye, Rosemary.
Ethan. Go. Go, take us up now.
Wait! Where's Ethan?
Get moving. We have to get clear.
No! We can't go, not without my husband!
Mia, sit down and strap in.
Not before you tell me where Ethan is. I know he wouldn't abandon us. Tell me what's going on. Where? What was that?
I told you to sit down.
Where is he? Chris? What have you done?
He's gone. I tried. He stayed so we could all escape. I'm sorry.
Captain, you need to see this. BSAA didn't send soldiers. This is a bioweapon.
What the hell were they thinking?
Orders, Captain.
Pick up the rest of the squad. Plot a course for BSAA Europe HQ. Someone's gotta pay.
Hey, it's up to us to take down the BSAA. And it looks like that is the conclusion of Resident Evil Village. All right, well, we had our big climax with Miranda. And it seemed like her experiment failed in the end. Like she's been trying at this for a long time. But when she concluded her procedure, it was still Rose. It seemed like what she was trying to do just wasn't actually going to work to begin with. What was the bit at the end where the BSAA sent zombie soldiers? Is that what that was? Is that gonna be our next game? Didn't say what group Chris was with, if he is still with Blue Umbrella. As with he was in 7. It seemed like they were setting up the next game with the ending there. Well, they certainly did turn up the intensity with the end segments there, with the Heisenberg boss, the Heisenberg boss fight, in which we were operating a chainsaw tank, and he just made like a big mech for himself out of scrap metal. And that seemed to just go right into the final mold area. So yeah, things were really turned up at the end there.
Gifts we gave, but more you took, she snarled. So more, in turn, is due. In a blink, the girl was trapped inside a mirror. Her parents, though, had searched all day and at last arrived. With rampant rage, Father fought the witch, while Mother's loving touch shattered the dark enchantment. But the witch was strong, and Father yelled, "Save our daughter!" So Mother bore their child to safety as the forest was consumed. Even now, the burnt forest is a grim reminder of Father's sacrifice. To this day, any child who stares too long into the charred wasteland will be haunted by nightmares of getting lost while picking berries.
Well, maybe if Ethan didn't interrupt me at the beginning, maybe we would have heard the whole story. We didn't get that part at the beginning. Most of this game was like they were keeping the story a mystery, and then we got a whole lot of story right at the end. They just kind of like kept it all for one part and just kind of dumped it all on us. Like a ton of story right at the end. You know, one thing I've noticed, I realized, you may have noticed that as during this playthrough, I may not have been playing everything quite, optimally. I know that you've come to expect esports level play from me, but, you know, maybe there were some parts where the gameplay was not as efficient as it could be. And a thing that I was just having a chuckle to myself about is that the only part of the game where I ever actually died in combat was the Chris part. The part that you were clearly not supposed to die during combat because Chris is so powerful. And I got a chuckle from that. The other times I died were like Heisenberg's spinny wheel at the beginning, or the baby eating me, or running out of time with the dolls. But never combat. Until now. Well, this was a fun game. It took the the basic concept of RE7 and made it a lot more RE4-ish. It was a fun time all around. Chris could have explained things, a little earlier, but, it was a fun time all around. I mean, don't let the plague doctor priest person inject your child with the mysterious fluid. Probably is not what you're supposed to be doing. Oh, but after that, she glows with radiance. So it was good. It was good the whole time. I'm trying to think. Did they give an explanation for why they sicked the lichens on the villagers and killed them all? Was it because since Miranda got Rose, she thought that her experiment was at an end, so she didn't need the village anymore? Like, I'm guessing that's what it was. Like, she was keeping the village around for her experiments, but she thought, well, I have what I need, everything's done now, so time to clean everything up. I guess is probably what it was. Dead man got back up as a lichen.
Do you think the little boy will be able to touch the moon?
Nobody can touch the moon. It's too far away.
Wait, what if he has a rocket ship?
Okay, then you can touch it, but it'd be very, very cold.
You were being silly. I don't think the moon feels like a kid.
It does. But if...
Hey, Dad. Happy birthday. Sorry I missed last week. I have a lot of tests coming up. You know how it is. Talk of the goddamn devil. Duty calls. I love you.
Yeah, I found her. Where else? Today of all days. We have a situation. You're needed, Evelyn.
Don't you ever call me that again.
Whoa, it's just a joke, Rose.
I can show you things even Chris doesn't know I can do.
We have a clear shot.
Stand down. I can handle it. She's just a kid.
Way to keep it together, Rose.
You're a lot like him, you know?
I know.
Man, I hope they cleaned that jacket several times. The father's story is now done. It's done. Should I press a button? I'm gonna press a button. There it is. Results. Okay, there we go. Trophy. Great dad! World's best dad. There we go. Best dad ever. Should have there should have been a world's best dad coffee cup on his grave. Difficulty level, Village of Shadows added. Unlock content, extra content shop, concept art, figures, and challenges. Let's see, we can do challenges to get completion points and buy bonuses in extra content shop. Following movies have been added. Village of Shadows, create Village of Shadows, loves Village product. We can get the following weapon, the WCX. Challenge completed. I've completed these challenges. These are the achievements. So challenges and achievements, I guess, are the same thing. Sure. So I guess Rose became a mold goddess herself and is now doing missions for the government. What kind of missions? Who can say? Does she have to fight other bioweapons? I guess that's what you would call her in for. Sounds like Chris is still doing this. Chris really needs to go on a vacation. He's been doing the bioweapon fighting thing for kind of a while. Like he probably really needs a vacation. But who knows what kind of things Rose has been getting up to, what kind of mission she goes on. Maybe we'll find out in Resident Evil 9. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Also, it just occurs to me that was the reason that they made a new character in RE7 was so they would be able to kill him off in RE8. Because you can't kill off the old beloved characters. Like, what are they going to do? Kill Chris? They're not doing that. Make a new character, and we can kill him off. I guess is the idea. So, that was our playthrough of Village Resident Evil. There are bonuses. Extra content shop. Movies to watch, concept art to look at, figures like Chris, and challenges. Well, thinking about what I thought about the game, like I said, I had fun. I did feel like it put its strongest foot forward, and kind of like with each area of the game, it goes down a notch. Like if you were to ask me what are my favorite areas, it's basically the order of the game. Dimitrescu's castle, House Beneviento, the Moro's Reservoir, Heisenberg's factory, and then the final area. So, gradual step down with each area, I think. It doesn't mean it's bad, it's just that I just felt that each one was not quite as good as the previous. I'm also... Big set-piece boss battles don't do anything for me. So, like, the Heisenberg fight is just kind of eye-rolling. I know a lot of people like that kind of thing. That doesn't really do anything for me, though. It was different, of course. The different boss fights... Each of the boss fights did have a lot of variety. So, I mean, that's clearly what they were going for. They weren't going for repetition. Interesting to think about. They made a lot of stuff for this game, and not any of it really lasts that long. Like, in any other game, Dimitrescu's castle would be the whole game. But they made it for only, like, a couple of hours. And then you get to House Beneviento, and they clearly, you know, worked hard on that, and it lasts 1 hour. And then the Reservoir, it's completely different from the other areas. That's an hour. And then you go to the Lycan... I forgot about Lycan Stronghold. That's very different. That's an hour. Then Heisenberg's Factory. That's very different. That's like, what, hour and a half to 2 hours? Then you get the Chris gameplay segment, which is different. So it's like they made a lot of stuff. You can feel the money that was put into this game. Just a lot of money that was put into making this game with the huge amount of variety that you have as you keep going through the game. And then there's like the Village Hub section itself that you keep going back to throughout the game. As opposed to something like 7, in which there's only like 2 environments, 3. There's the Baker Estate, there's the ship, there's the salt mines. That's kind of it. Probably as a cohesive package, I like 7 more. But 8 is definitely much more It's just much more in every way. But I did overall like 7 more. It was much more it was something that I found much more of a horrific environment as opposed to like gothic horror. And I really liked the Baker family. I thought the Baker family was really good. And then of course, like I do appreciate that with 8 they didn't try to repeat that. They did go for something quite different, taking the basis of 7 and then just going for it. Just going way for it in this game. I wonder what they would do with 9. Like, if you think about it, REs 1, 2, 3 were like the fixed camera angle survival horrors. REs 4, 5, 6 were the over-the-shoulder action REs. 7 and 8 have been first-person games, so I wonder if 9 would be first-person as well to complete a first-person trilogy. I don't know. I don't know if they would do that, but 8 seems like 8 people really like 8. As far as I can tell from what I've been seeing, 8 has been very, very positively received. So I think there's probably a good chance that 9 would be a first-person game. Like, after 6, they had to change everything because people hated 6. Like, when 6 came out, people were thinking maybe Resident Evil is over now. Maybe the series is just done. And so for 7, they just made a completely different game, which I think is what was needed. But considering how much people like this game, I think 9 could be still be first person. I guess we'll find out when it happens. But overall, I did greatly enjoy Resident Evil Village, and it introduced us to the Duke. Duke is a great character. Will we ever find out more about the Duke? Well, I kind of hope we don't, because it's kind of neat that he's just a weird mystery. That's probably fine just as it is. Well, I guess that's it for our playthrough of Resident Evil Village. This won't be the end, because we'll take a break. But like with the previous RE games, what I would do is take a break and then try to do a stream through of the hardest difficulty. I did that with 7, 2 remake, and 3 remake. So I'll be trying to do that again with Village. When will that happen? I don't know. Not soon. Not really soon or anything. But I'll be trying it. So this is goodbye to Resident Evil Village for right now, but not permanently, because it will be coming back. We're just taking a break. But for right now, let's say goodbye to Ethan Winters and the unnamed village somewhere in Europe. Who can say where? Who knows where it is? We'll say goodbye for right now to Resident Evil Village.